Live. Hooray. More dogs. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 wow. Let's see. Oh, hey, Cheeky. Good to see ya. Hang on. How are my levels? I moved my mic to the other side of my mouth. I've repositioned it, which means once again we're gonna have a little bit of an audio difference. So let me know if I'm too loud or like what the situation is. Scary kawaii cookie. Hello and hi, sassy girly. Good to see you. Hello, friends. Let me turn down our background music a bit. And how's the music volume? Can you hear that there's music? I did get a haircut on Friday. Friday. Got a haircut on Friday. Just gonna lurk? Yes. In art class? How naughty. Do enjoy. Are we on? If we're silent, you can't. Hear me asking that. RC is here. Looks good. Thank you, Cheeky. Hey, RC, how you doing? How was your meeting? Could it have been an email? You can be honest with me. I won't report you. Here, of course, is our gorgeous Chinese crested that we made yesterday. It's the toofs for me, thanks. Look at those little toofers. So good. I'm talking directly into your ear, and nobody knows. Editing photos, nice. We'll enjoy. We'll try and be pleasant background. You love it! Thank you, Cheeky. I made that one first because my plan is to take a photo of it every day. So people have said to me before, it would be cool to have like a time-lapse video of a balloon like, right? And I agree. The problem is I don't have like a dedicated camera that I can just set. Like it doesn't take a day. It takes like a week. And I want to like take my phone and be like, well, this is what my phone does now, right? I don't have like an extra camera. So, but the thing is, balloons don't like shrivel so fast that you need to see it every hour. If I get a photo of it like 2 times a day, I think that should be good enough to get like, a slow documentation of the disintegration of the balloon. And as we get to the end and it starts to shrivel even more and be even more unrecognizable, I can take the pictures more frequently if I see that it's, changing. So that's my plan there. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'm throwing stuff against the wall. What does the algorithm demand of me? I don't know. I don't speak algorithmese. But I'm doing my best. Thank you for your support. Oh, dudes, I got to see Sir Nyogi and Sefrin's 48-hour film that they put together that I had a role in. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think we should definitely have a screening, maybe in the Discord. It's not I wouldn't call it a G-rated film. It's not horrible, but, it's not exactly on brand. But I'm excited. Hello! You Jarg. Am I applying heat just for the shot? Are you implying that I cheat? No, it's like a really good idea. I do have a heat gun. Honestly, what would really make it go fast is putting it out in the sun. UV rays are brutal. Heat's not actually that bad. It's UV light that really does it to balloons. Like too much heat and they will melt, but that won't look real. I could do a thing where I turn a heat gun on a balloon, though. I have a heat gun. That's for a different video, perhaps. And is it huge? Is that how I should? Huge tracts of land. Yeah, it's a 48 hour. No, I think it is under 7 minutes. Which is ambitious. You know what I mean? I'm so impressed that they put that together. Oh, guess what? Okay, remember how I said last weekend we went to, actually I'll wait till Mr. Sharp is here because I want to tell him about this too. Here is the previous Chinese crested that we made, just in case you wanted to get a little sneak preview of what the senescence of a Chinese crested is. So much fun. But today I want to film a couple more of the videos. I would like to do, Mr. Sharp's not on mic, that's a lie, but I do want to just see the chat. And I don't have my other overlay anymore. Mother's Day is back on. Well, Bex, at least you have your priorities straight. I appreciate that about you. You really love the spots in the teeth. Me too. The teeth were a new detail this time. Last time I did not give it the teeth. But look at those teeths. I mean, because that is the thing about Chinese crested, is they have a lot of dental issues, which is why the tongue ends up hanging outside the mouth because the teeth start to fall out. So I figured that like little snaggletooth look was kind of important in communicating this the specific appeal of this breed. It's the smile for me, thanks. Life in the fast lane, sure to make you lose your air. Life in the fast lane. Yeah, K-pop. Hi. Sucker for any character with a little teeth. Little twofer. Little 2 for 1. Yes. No, I also... I tell you, it's the details that make a balloon. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. You know me being humble, right? Oh, you want me to drink water? Is this like a... This is too close up. Want to see my pores? Why am I doing this? It's fine. We're going to drink some water now. I mean, it's 5 p.m. somewhere, K-pop. Let's go. Water. It's a good thing. And what's this? On a day where we make dogs, I have been brought a cat mug. We don't have a dog mug. We are a cat household. I'm not trying to hide it from y'all.
This is a cat house, young lady. You drink your water out of a cat mug.
But I learned it from you. Loving animals.
All right. I accept.
Oh, good. Good temperature level on this. I don't want to put it on the black table, but I'll put it on this side table here. Actually, mind this move in this box. Thanks, babe. Babe. Okay, Mr. Sharp, guess what?
What?
Little update that you... Nikki, yes, it is hard to hide our cat. Our cat, it's difficult to hide something that's larger than all the furniture that might block.
You say that, but he's hidden from me a few times.
It's true. It is true. Well, the thing is, he spoils us with his predictability, and then on the rare occasion that he decides to do something different, you're like, what? Okay, but here's the deal.
Okay.
So we went to We Can Be Heroes Comics.
Yeah.
And we, I I picked up a stack of the free comic book day comics that they had available. Obviously, picking out the family-friendly ones,
Right.
the all-ages ones
For
for
the
our
little guy.
son. But I picked up a few that looked like some others. I enjoy comics. I used to love comics. I have not. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon.
Comics were like my thing.
Yeah.
From like, I don't know, 3rd through 7th grade, probably.
Yeah. You were the comics
I was
kid.
the comics kid. There was a time in like 5th grade
Mm-hmm.
where I would bring like a backpack full of comics to school, and then during like reading time, kids would come up to me and like borrow my comics.
You were a comic book library.
There's an argument to be made that was my peak form, and it has all been downhill since the time students
it.
came up to borrow New Mutants,
Man.
Ghost
Oh
Rider,
man. Oh man.
Uncanny X-Men,
Okay.
regular old X-Men.
Canny X-Men, we call them.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
They're a little canny, if you ask me. Well, I was into comics also, but I was a later convert. I liked anime and manga, but I came to actual like comic book, like in general, the form probably in my 20s.
Baron Cat, good evening.
Oh, hello, the Baron Cat. And I was really into it. I started going to comic book stores. I started making my own little indie comics. I did comic book conventions. Free comic book day is something I always look forward to. And we actually just happened to walk in. But I picked up this one. This is from Boom Comics. Boom Studios. I don't know, like, I can't keep
I'm
track.
not familiar with Boom Studios.
Boom. And like, some interesting, very dark, very whoa, look at this tough character.
Oh shoot, man.
Lots of cool stuff. And I'm flipping through, I'm reading them all. They're, basically it's like one beginning of an issue. So if you like the art style
couple
and you like
pages of something.
yeah, it's like a little teaser. And then
Okay.
I flip to
Yes. Hey, there he is.
but it's not just Mouse Guard, it is
The King, Knight, Fool, and Villain.
the King, Knight, Fool, Villain. The Tale of King,
Yeah.
Knight, Fool, Villain. David Peterson is I mean, if you don't already know that David Peterson is just a breathtaking artist, well, now you do. So I really didn't have an end to that sentence. But he's just so spectacular. His style is so unique. It's so recognizable. It's like he takes the challenge of making gallant. Oh, hello there! A cup. I could use a cup of serenity. And so it comes. Hello, how are you doing? Super Princess Oreda! Hello! How are you? It is so lovely to have you here. Welcome. Super Princess Raid! What were you up to? Welcome. 25th anniversary Baron Cats. You're doing numbers. Well done. I love that color change emote. That's so cute. Serenity, how the heck are you? What were you up to today? And what are your 2 favorite colors today? Let me see. A cup of serenity. I'm going to shout you out, my friend. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Like a true princess would. A fortnight, got wrecked, but won a Pyrrhic victory, I see.
Yes.
Then played some
Yes.
Disney Dreamlight
Oh,
Valley.
that's nice. Like a
Yeah.
little palate cleanser.
I like
A
that.
sweet dessert after a bitter victory.
I like a sweet dessert after a bitter cup of coffee.
There is a link to the YouTube of the Mouse Guard reading.
Mr. Sharp provided the voiceover for that. It wasn't recorded over the best connection. Actually, what we should do is just record a new version of that and send it to him. I think that would be nice. Oh, what?
A cup of serenity.
Thank you, Cup of Serenity. How sweet of you. Are the first raid of the day. Well, yeah. Well, pink and purple. Okay. And yes, of course, the Serenity Princess. Princess, would you like in the pastel range or in the vivid range? Let me know. Or do you want like neon colors? Do you want dark colors? Do you want pastel pretty colors? How about shiny colors? I got a lot of shades. I have muted. I have, I know. I'm making it harder for you, aren't I?
So Cheeky says there's a store where they live called Vintage Stock that sells a bunch of comics and classic stuff. When they moved there, they're talking to a guy in line at Barnes & Noble who said that Cheeky should check out Vintage Stock. I asked where it was. He pointed to the back of the store, said over there. I looked for a Vintage Stock section for over an hour before I gave up and went home. Turns out the store's in the shopping center behind Barnes & Noble.
That would have been.
So the guy's gesturing like, oh,
it's
so
right
close.
over
It's right
there.
over there.
He meant like a block that direction, and you were like, oh, at that end of the store?
Okay,
that
there's
is
the kids section, right? Okay, biographies.
Okay, all right. I don't see Vintage Stock anywhere. It doesn't matter to Cup of Serenity. Oh, well, then I'm going to pick out something nice. Spookly! Well, how the heck are you, Spookly? Good to see you.
I do like that name for a comic store, though.
Yeah.
Vintage Stock.
You know what that reminds me of, Mr. Sharp?
What's that?
Vidiots.
Vidiots. Actually, that reminded, it did remind me of that as well, but I didn't, should have just said that, I guess. Last night I went and I checked out a place called Vidiots here in Los Angeles, Eagle Rock area to be precise. And it's a very cool little video rental store, museum,
Location?
theater.
I would say like museum / library / performance space.
Right. Or not so much performance space. It is like
screening.
Screening. Yeah, it's like a screening venue kind of theater.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably do a performance there if you wanted to.
Probably a bit of that.
I bet there's a market for like a stand-up show of people who appreciate classic cinema. The experience of going to the store and renting a DVD.
Ooh, what fun.
What's the last time we rented a DVD? I think I remember it. We went to, there was like a place back when we lived in Van Nuys. Remember, we went to some place kind of near that house, like one time.
What did we?
I don't even remember what we rented.
I do vaguely remember that though.
So that probably would have been.
Gosh, that
like
would have
10
been
years
about
ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that already was a throwback. Like I remember, like it was like, wow, are we really like renting a thing? It's pretty cool. Oh, you did fan art. Spookly.
Streamer? Oh, Spookly. Streamers will almost always really appreciate it, assuming it's done respectfully.
Oh,
But
Serenity. Don't even worry. If you got a nap,
please,
it takes a lot out of you to stream.
Serenity, you've done your part.
Yes.
You did your stream. You brought everyone here. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. If you want to stick around for the raid lightsaber, you're welcome. But if you got to bounce and find your own Serenity, I support that. It is lovely to see you as well. Thank you so much. It is good to see you. We'll try and swing by sometime. Going to TwitchCon Rotterdam this year. Baron Cat, sweet. We don't need this part. That part's extra. Good morning, Punk Fiends. Good morning. All right. I'm going to wrap this around here. And friends, a cup of Serenity helps the reality go down. You know what I mean? So we highly recommend hanging out with our sweet friend Serenity. She's a princess, you know. Lots of just a chill gaming stream. You're gonna love it. I know. Yeah, we've done a lot, and also not a lot. It's a weird way. It's a weird way we are.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my goodness! A follow. Earth to Chrissa. Follow SharpBalloons, please. Thank you, Chrissa. Okay, I'm gonna write Cup of Serenity over here. Thank you so much for the bits, for the raid, for the friendship. Thank you.
So, Vidiots does screenings of cool movies. I did not recognize the movie that they were screening there last night. But some
Too
ones
cool
that they have
for us.
coming up include Spirited Away in Japanese with English subtitles.
Of course.
Actually, these are all May 9th. I don't know what's happening on May 9th, but it's Spirited Away, The Shrouds. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's in the movie Micro Cinema. And then Batman Forever.
Forever?
And then Army of Darkness. And then
I'll swallow your soul.
The Ugly Stepsister in the movie Micro Cinema. I don't know what the Ugly Stepsister is, but...
A Cup of Serenity, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing in your lovely friend, Eartha Chris. Thinks I'm cute, babe. Are you jealous? Thank you so much. Serenity, I've got you on the raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, that doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it doesn't look like a lightsaber. But it does sound like one. And now with that very annoying noise, you may drift off to sleep. Thank you so much, Serenity. I hope you have a very serene rest. Now, to those of you who are new here, like Carissa, just saying, hello, welcome. My name is Shana Sharp. I am a balloon artist professionally. I can make literally anything. I've been doing it for over 18 years. I'm joined in the studio. That other voice is my husband,
Hi.
Mr. Sharp.
Whoa.
He's on mic, but he's not on camera. But you can figure it out. Yeah, you're so welcome. Oh, Serenity, that's such a nice, thank you so much. You just know how to like boost my mood, and I really appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest. No. Parlez-vous franchi? Mais oui. Mais seulement at the end of the stream, we're going to start with the Chihuahua.
Mais bien sûr.
Mais bien sûr. Did you say maybe? Mais bien sûr.
The Baron Cat does not lie. I don't know if
Does
anyone knows what
anyone
we're
get these
talking about.
references?
Nobody knows what we're talking about, and that's fine.
Look at that. Thank you for 7 months of support. Serenity, holy moly. Oh my gosh. A Cup of Serenity just should remind you, and I know it's early in the month, but when you are subscribed to the channel, not only do you get ad-free viewing and the Iggy emote, which is all anyone subscribes for, but at the end of the month, you can submit a request. We'll spin the wheel of subscribers. If it lands on you, I'll just make your balloon. Poof, like that. No vote, no nothing. But you, please, carry on with your day, and thank you for bringing your friends over.
Oh.
A clown question.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good spot for clown questions.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that you are the most knowledgeable person about clown stuff, but
I'm
like
clown adjacent.
pretty good. You're doing pretty good as far as like just who's live on Twitch right now. You think Katie Bear knows about clowns?
There's not a ton of
B
other.
Diesel knows about clowns?
Look, now Orange You Glad
You
would
think
know
the Final
about
Junkies
clowns.
know about clowns?
For sure.
Think Moco Maid knows about clowns?
Maybe.
They might. I don't know.
Perhaps. Ah oui, Picasso, les travailleurs, liberté, égalité, fraternité, Jacques Derrida. No, je ne parle pas français. You're playing MonsterCon, and April 1st said she needed to submit an egg with her makeup so no one copied her face.
Yep.
Is that a real thing?
Yep.
It is a real thing, but it's also not a. There's not like a clown mafia that's going to come and enforce that.
So there is a real school in France.
I believe
who
it's in
is
France,
one of
yeah.
the most historic clown schools out there, as far as I understand. And if you are a person who is like very into history of clown, the culture of clown, if you're trying to like get yourself some clown points, score some clown cred.
I don't know if it's clown cred.
In a certain kind of circles, I would think
sure.
it's cred.
Basically, it is if you want to be a part of like the history. It's like
Right.
it's a museum. So if you want you can submit an egg. I don't know if they still accept submissions. I've never done it. I don't have a signature clown face.
I think they do because I think I had a friend that did it at least a year or two ago.
Aw.
Not that long ago.
but do you have to like because you can't like ship an egg, right? You've got to like
no,
go to France.
She went to France and she did clown studies in France, and then she came back and she's been performing with Buster a bunch. Molly Renzi. She was doing like a weird spider thing. I haven't seen any of her performances.
How come you haven't told me about this?
I don't know. We know a lot of people.
We
that
know
do
a lot of
things.
people. We know a lot of people. So it is true. There is a collection, like a museum of clown faces, and it used to be more of like a this is how you register it. Like
Registered an egg.
yeah.
If you
It's
take
more
a
of the-
class from a clown
Yeah.
theater teacher,
When we're talking
then
like
there's a chance
clown,
they might.
we're talking more like Le Coq, the you know.
L'école de. Oh, we just lost a stream for a quick little second.
Oh, was a blip. Well,
There's a
I'm.
blip. There's the face. The the face. The like.
Oh no! But we're back. Okay. Yeah, face-shaped, easy surface to draw on. Although I don't know about easy, but yeah, I had a hiccup. Yeah.
I wonder if
My
I wonder
goodness.
if that
We're
it's the fragility is part of it for whatever reason that
Perhaps.
seems in keeping with the clown ethos in a way I can't explain. I don't know.
A quick, not like this. Yes. No, Spookly, I'm back. It just there may be a bit of a delay.
You got to refresh. Do a refresh.
Oh, Her Royal Highness Amadea Berdiga is with us. Well, let me make sure that I am speaking appropriately. Then I wouldn't want to embarrass myself in front of royalty.
Oh, Alice Obscura has a tree on it. The Clown Egg Register.
Fantastic. By the way, Bunnyco, how popular is this MonsterCon video game? Like, is there some kind of a I have a very bad sense of popular culture. So I like sometimes I'll hear about a thing and I'll be like, "Oh, that sounds cool. That must be really popular," and then I'll find out it's not. So I'm just kind of curious. Like, is it a thing that that is a popular game? I know it's like a specific genre, obviously, but within that genre,
I guess it's in London.
what? Yeah, that's actually what I thought. April is a singer and a Twitch streamer. And her mom, who looks like a mime, is upset that she's not following in her footsteps. Fair. Clown families. Hacking Gosh has never heard of it. There you go.
Oh, okay. So you don't paint them yourself. When a new member registers with the organization, a replica of their personal makeup design is carefully painted onto
There
a
you go. They'll
ceramic
paint
egg
it for
and
you.
added to the register. Clowns help this tradition along by sending photos of their made-up faces and swatches of fabric from their costumes.
Oh, how nice.
This
I do
archive
like
acts as
that.
a sort of non-legal but understood copyright.
Yeah, that's it. Non-legal but understood within the clown world, which is to say no one is going to like issue you a ticket for copying Boffo the clown's face, you know?
The
It's gonna
practice
be
started in 1946 by a member of Clowns International.
That's pretty late.
then
I thought it
called
was
the
earlier than that.
International Circus Clowns Club. Stan Bolt, who painted the clown faces on emptied-out chicken eggs as a hobby. It evolved into a useful record of faces for posterity, as well as a way to memorialize the great clowns of yore.
Also, for what it's worth, I like that it's on eggs because it's silly.
Right. It's that's what I mean about it having like clown ethos.
Yeah, that's like
It's
very
the
very clown fun.
fragility of it. It's like, this is going to stand the test of time. So he painted it on an egg.
That's very fun. And Bunnyco, I think not top tier, but it's the fourth game in the series. I would like to try and make the April 1st balloon emotions. I think that would be kind of a fun. I know hacking. I think it would be kind of a fun project. I want to finish up this dog situation first, which means I'm not, on the cutting edge of it being a new release. But part of it, like them being a smaller company, a smaller game, means they might be more likely to like share the fan art that I make, though. Too, it's another possibility. Not that I ever do that. Not that I ever choose the balloons I make with that as my primary concern, but just something I'm thinking about. The collection's split between two sites, one in London and one in Somerset. Too many eggs for one room to hold.
And sadly, most have actually been lost over time. But they add more. I assume they keep the pictures and things.
I feel like we should paint rocks. Paint egg-shaped rocks. There you go.
It's like a nice way to tell somebody to kick rocks. Hey, go paint rocks.
Bunny Co, I appreciate you. I mean, like, look, yeah. I think making if a video game specifically is making a balloon feature of their game, I think it's fun to recreate that. You know, like we made the balloon hat from Animal Crossing,
Sure.
and I feel like there's another thing.
Wasn't there something that had like a anatomically impossible balloon dog that you made, or like a balloon? It was like a panel from something. Maybe we didn't end up making it. Maybe it was just like
oh man,
a suggestion that somebody had, like a balloon dog that, like, a cartoonist had drawn that was not accurate.
some
So
people
like, yeah, make this thing
they don't really
out of balloons.
know.
They can't be bad out of balloons.
Everyone knows the balloon hat from Animal Crossing dislikes pineapple. I mean, that's like the first thing I heard about it. All right, let's see. So, I think I'm gonna do. As we said, we earlier yesterday made the Chinese crested with his. I mean, it's the smile for me. It's so charming. Look at that little. A face everyone can love.
Now, did you name this gentleman?
Or lady.
I did not
Chinese
name.
crested can be ladies.
Absolutely.
Maybe we can get
I've
more
not.
Chinese crested. Okay, here's another question for you.
Oh, Bunnyco, thanks. That's
Have
good
you
info.
looked at a picture?
Do you mind sharing that in the Came Up on Stream?
Have you looked at a picture of a non-ugly dog contest Chinese crested?
Oh, yes. Oh, actually, I have a few. I'll pull some on screen because they're gorgeous, actually.
They're so cute. Like,
They're
but you see these and you're like, why would any dog breeder do this to the world?
well, because all you ever see of
the
Chinese
ugly.
crested.
Or actually, I realized, like, that's not, like, I've seen tons of Chinese cresteds. I
just didn't know they were.
Because I have in my head the association with the ugly dog
This
contest.
is a Chinese crested right here. This looks like he's like a 1980s glam rocker. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, no, he really does.
Look at that. He's got like the personality and everything.
He looks like the guitarist from like a Motley Crue, a Styx, a Poison.
Exactly. Like
Styx.
that's great. What a fantastic, personality. What a great look. We also have there are two kinds of Chinese crested. I just learned this out. That's the hairless, which is the most common, but there's also a kind called the powder puff Chinese crested. Look at this. The crest doesn't need to be just look at that. All like the face is still hairless, but the rest of the body is covered in this very silky fur. The texture of the fur on the powder puff
I
is
haven't
different.
seen any that long.
Yeah,
It's,
here's one running. Look at this. Look at it billowing in the wind. It's a very beautiful dog. And here, this one is, you're gonna love this one. This is a puppy. Oh man, this one's too big. This is a puppy of the powder puff variety of Chinese crested. So yeah, as we were saying, the Chinese cresteds that win the ugliest dog contests are usually just very old. Now, they don't age particularly well due to some genetic weaknesses that have been encouraged within the breed.
And like the hairlessness is a thing that when it's like, because they're not actually hairless, it's just super, super short and fine.
Yeah.
And so when it's like just long enough that it becomes this like very silky smooth thing,
Yeah. Oh,
cool.
soft.
And then when it falls out just enough that it becomes like just weird patches on like this like
Then it looks a little
mottled
more like
skin.
this.
Yeah, but this little guy is so cute.
But
It's a fluffy fella.
But as Bex is pointing out, yeah, hairless Chinese cresteds need to wear sunscreen because their skin is not protected
Right.
from the UV rays of our sun.
And also sometimes you got to put lotion on them because they get danders.
Yeah, so they require some care, which is probably the big reason why I would not own a Chinese crested. Not because they're ugly, not because they're not great,
I
just
would
because
love an ugly dog.
the amount of care. I sometimes have a hard time remembering to put sunscreen on myself. Like I don't want to do that to a dog. It's true, Variant. It's so true. But yes, lots of beautiful variations of the Chinese crested. But of course, the one that grabs the imagination of the people is the aged crested, where apparently the same genetic trait that produces the hairlessness
Yes.
also introduces some skin disease weaknesses and teeth dental weaknesses.
There's something where it's like kind of the worse the teeth, the more hairless they are, the worse the teeth. It's like a pretty
really
direct like correlation.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because it's like they're you would think separate genes, but at the same time, the way that one gene expresses itself affects the way the other gene expresses itself for some reason that I do not understand.
Start producing your antibacterial in your saliva gland instead of your spleen, and now you're a venomous snake.
Yep.
That's
and also, we're all just bunches of D&D dice rolls, and sometimes your dice roll comes up jacked up teeth, no hair, weird pieces of fluff. It's just your dice roll, buddy.
But you're going to be very adorable in your early
Yes.
years. So,
Yes.
Yes, we have but one variant here. Nothing more variant than that one.
One variant, but many strains.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we did. But I want to do the apple-headed Chihuahua because there are two different kinds of Chihuahua.
Boots with the fur.
Well, this one, it's the crested that's got the boots with the fur. It's the crested, like the boots with the fur. That's this guy. Look at that. Look at those boots with the fur. Not really much in the way of apple bottom jeans, though. All right. So I did get a bunch of photos of cresteds to put in the intro.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. That's what we're doing now. Last time I got very much distracted in the intro, and we didn't get started building until pretty late. So this time, let's try and not do that. I do need to find the balloons I need, though, so we can chat for a little longer. Let's see. I need I'm gonna look through my scrap bag because I need some 160 in a specific brand of blush. It's this one. I immediately found. I tell you what.
What?
I love my scrap bag. Every time I'm looking for something, I feel like I find it very quickly. Given the amount of randomness that is in here, it's shockingly effective. I'll find a few more just to be on the safe side.
It's like a balloon twister's fairy tale.
It truly is.
It's a magical scrap bag.
Look, there's another one, and these are full. These aren't scraps. These are full balloons. Sorry, I flipped my microphone to my other side of my face because I think it actually sits better location-wise, but it does feel different on my ears, so I may need to get used to that. But it's weird that it feels different on my ears because it's the same hooks.
But not quite. They put pressure in a different way, and
it's super, super strange. Anyway, these fellas are good. I'll do another one even. I found so many of these. Well, I'll leave that one in there.
More info about the Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, the other ones I'm just going to pull from my new balloons. I'll leave the scrap there. Grab this.
Experience having a birthday rave.
Birthday rave.
Rave in the woods.
Happy birth rave to you.
The trees are always dancing. It's just very subtle.
Yeah. And do dark brown eyes for our little guy and a black nose.
As we talk about evolution and selective breeding, RC must bring up the tumbler pigeons. It's Tumbler. The breed of pigeons. We're not talking about pigeons that like post a lot of like pictures of like, cool, quirky pop culture stuff they like. A breed of pigeon who has been selectively bred for their ability to tumble and roll over backwards in flight. Because apparently that was something we wanted in a pigeon at some point.
Pigeon breeding is a very fascinating history.
When you start getting like carrier pigeons.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Pigeons, if you think dogs' generations go quickly, pigeons can lay something like, I looked this up and I don't have the exact number, but like the number of generations they go through in a year is very short. Like a pigeon can lay eggs within its first year of life or something, and then within that year, it can lay like,
So you're just getting
it's
like
crazy.
Multiple generations turned out that you can like
s-
really hone down on specific traits and things.
Exactly. So you can really, that's why there are so many varieties of pigeons. And yet it kind of fell out of fashion at some point when carrier pigeons and like the working pigeons became less useful.
Right.
There were pigeons used in wartime efforts as late as I think World War II.
I could be
at
wrong.
least World War I.
I think that pigeons are the second most decorated animal behind dogs in the U.S. military.
I think in the British military.
The British military.
Yeah. The British military, they have an award. Like it's basically like a Medal of Honor for animals. And I believe pigeons are either they might even be the first, but they're the first or the second. They're one of the top two most decorated animals because they're very useful. Pigeons have this crazy ability. The reason we use them for homing, because you can like drop them out of an airplane and they can find their way back home. Like it's bonkers. Platoons would like take a pigeon with them if they got pinned down somewhere. The pigeon could take message like, hey, we're under fire, this is our location, back to
Maybe
your
that's why you
backup.
teach them to tumble and stuff.
Yes.
They're shooting at me. Back
Probably.
flip.
They were so effective.
Evasive maneuvers.
They were so effective that the other army started bringing
Baby
falcons.
hawks, right.
Yeah. But isn't that wild? Like, that's
How is
not
that
that.
not
Now we're
a-
at like drones.
How is
you know?
that not a movie like a plucky British carrier pigeon trying to get across lines while like Nazi falcons are
Exactly.
swooping
That-
down at him?
That really does sound
Right?
perfect. The next big, I think it's just like, but then they kind of, there was a lot of breeding in New York City.
Right.
A lot of
course.
people bred pigeons on those rooftop coops and whatnot.
Mike Tyson.
Also, cheap eaten. Don't want to be gross about it, but when they breed very, very quickly,
Is it called squab?
squab,
Squab?
squib,
Let's not squabble.
squab.
Let's
Let's
call
not.
it squibbles.
Let's call the whole thing pigeon.
Let's just scribble it. Scribble, squibbles,
yeah.
squabble the doubles.
Yeah.
So Charles Darwin was apparently a big pigeon fancier, which totally makes sense. Because
Yeah.
if you're trying to prove to people that evolution exists, how handy to be like, but I did it.
Yeah.
But I did an evolution. You see, I got these pigeons, and then I made them like
Squab.
these pigeons
Thank
because
you,
that's
RC.
an evolution. I did it.
Thank you, KB. Yeah, squib is the thing that like bursts fake blood when you get shot in a movie. I
Right.
think.
And
And
if you have to shoot a fake pigeon, it's a squab squib.
yes, thank you.
squab, squab, squib.
Perfect. Those stuntman pigeons. Yeah, no, but the thing about the pigeons in New York City is they were bred to be domesticated birds. They like living in urban areas. They're
Right.
not adapted to living in like forested areas like a lot of birds are. And then they were just kind of out of fashion and abandoned, and they kept living.
They
And
just
so
kept
now they're
existing.
like,
They are animals.
they're now just like, oh, this
trying to survive in the world.
infestation of pigeons. It's like, we brought that.
There's a movie
We
called
brought
Valiant.
these toys here. We made a bunch of them, and then we got over it. And we're like, how come no one picks up these Legos? It's like, they're your Legos.
Is Cheeky, have you seen Valiant? Is it basically the movie that I was... Oh, wait, here it
Wait,
is.
what? There's a movie?
Wait. As the Allies prepare for the D-Day invasion, a pigeon named Valiant, Ewan McGregor, Natch,
Obviously.
wants to contribute to the war effort, with carrier pigeons being decimated by German Falcon
Von Talon by Tim Curry. Oh, it's so
The
good.
understaffed Royal Homing Pigeon Corps accepts pint-sized Valiant and his shady friend Bugsy. All right.
Ricky Gervais is a shady friend.
Is he a bug then? Like a shady friend? What does that mean? After surviving training, Valiant is sent on a dangerous assignment to rescue Mercury, John Cleese, a messenger bird taken prisoner by the Nazis.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Look at that. I love this, Cheeky. I had no idea this movie existed. You saw it in the theater when you were a kid.
But as soon as I heard, they breed birds of prey to attack
specifically
the noble carrier pigeons who are just fighting fascism.
Agreed variant. Agreed.
Then that's a movie.
That is absolutely.
Right? It writes itself.
It's a longer movie if you follow the oh, we love pigeons to oh, they're gross. You know what I mean? It's brutal. But yeah. I agree.
If it was told and like an old pigeon trying to tell their young pigeon, like, we didn't used to be street trash. We used to be noble. We used to be valiant.
He still has his pin. It is a 2005 movie. 20 years ago. What a great idea we had 20 years too late.
Right, exactly. Or what a great idea we had just in time for everyone to have forgotten it.
I like that.
Yeah. Now we write our version.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be exactly like their version.
Basically.
Like if we didn't watch it and we wrote our version, I guarantee it's to be 60% that movie.
But I think I remember reading that we still don't even know why pigeons are so good at that. They're theories. There are theories
about how they keep maps or whatever in how they know where they are.
Yeah. Because they can be literally dropped from somewhere, from an airplane where they can't see.
Hey,
hello, we Claire. We're just talking pigeons.
Talking pigeons.
How you doing? Good to see you. It's just a wee raid. Hello. Would you like to see the world's most adorable dog?
Bird watching Stu. Stu, we're talking pigeons. Get in here.
Love it. I love it. Here, look at this. What? It's the Chinese crested. Now, remember last time you came in, we were making a Chinese crested. This is the old one. They do not, how do you say, age gracefully. Chinese cresteds or balloons. But I made a new one because my plan is to take pictures of it every day and see how it slowly degrades, how it turns from this to this.
Claire says, hi and apologies, but has to run. Claire, if you can still hear us, thank you so much for being here, folks.
We love you.
Do your magical business about the city.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for dropping folks off. And hey, friends, if you came here from Claire, welcome. Bintak, thank you for relaying the message. Treatment. Appreciate you. I'm gonna write Wee Claire here on the Raid lightsaber.
So Wee Claire's been doing stand up.
Oh, we gotta catch a show sometime.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Instagram. She did a show. I think it's the Elysian.
Nice.
The Lyric Hyperion, maybe. One of those really
fantastic, very
cool,
good
very hip stand up spots.
Nice. Here we go. Wee Claire here is an industry host, an MC, a liaison between the nerdy rabble and the the Eloy. We love that she is amongst us and that she likes our weird little balloon channel. It's such a delight. So thank you so much, Wee Claire here for the raid. Claire Lim, folks, just a very talented, very friendly.
Lim? I never heard her last name. It's always just been Wee Claire to me.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna wave around the raid lightsaber, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady. It doesn't look like a lightsaber, and you're right. It doesn't look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. So welcome. Hello.
Wee Claire here.
Yeah.
Here.
Wee Claire. Wee Claire.
Pigeons also have low standards for what constitutes a nest. I present you the single stick. That is my nest. My egg is here.
Look, I wonder if the nest building instincts were bred out of them when they were living in coops. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? When we meddle in the affairs of other creatures'
or maybe they're
genetic
just
makeup.
trained to be hardier, and so it's Look, as long as that stick is keeping my egg from rolling off the ledge,
it's this window ledge here.
right?
I'm good.
Thank you, stick.
I'm gonna go grab a street dog. You want one? I think they're talking about hot dogs, but who knows? Some of those pigeons are big. Some of those dogs are small.
Right.
All right. Oh, variants. That makes me. You just cheered me up. Is this a cheer feedback loop? It's my favorite kind. Yes, K-pop, natural magnetic navigation embedded in the pigeon brain. That is a theory that pigeons are able to sense, and not like see necessarily, but sense magnetic waves, magnetic information to tell distance from a pole and which direction they're pointing. That is
makes as much sense to me as
really
anything else,
impressive,
you know?
Right? And we're taking this creature that has the ability to detect an invisible thing that we don't fully understand, and we're like, what a pest. How many other animals out there have senses that we have no clue?
And like we're walking around through so much stuff that we can't even detect.
Oh yeah, there could be Olo everywhere I look, and I wouldn't see it.
And radiation and magnetic stuff and light in all kinds of fields and sound in all kinds of registers that you don't understand. Not to mention whatever other stuff is out there that we don't even know about because we're idiots with limited perceptual capabilities.
Yes.
The pigeons are like, so you know how when you're getting that feeling in your magnet sense where it's like you got to go left, and I'm like, no, I don't know that feeling. I'm like, really? You know, the magnet feeling. Like I can't. I don't know what that is. It's like the feeling you get where it's
like
like
the magnet feeling. You know, like the
it's kind of like stuff is over there, but then other stuff is over there. Is that not? No.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Weird.
Just chatting with Nine prior to all this about Pigeon the books. Love the Pigeon books. Her and Mr. Sharp have similar mental images of what pigeon sounds like. Pigeon also found a hot dog at one point. It's true.
Why do I have that image of what pigeon sounds like? It's like I'm kind of doing, not on purpose, but I would say it's like Jacob the Bar Mitzvah Boy, the SNL character that Vanessa Bayer plays.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. But yeah, a little bit.
I think like maybe the New York is
like
probably.
Well, the pigeon I think influences the New
Don't
York.
let the pigeon drive the bus.
But is Mo Willems British?
No, because we saw him speaking
saw a video
the other
of him.
day.
Yeah.
He's doing like live shows.
I wonder what he thinks pigeon sounds like.
Man, I was Mo Willems is doing like live shows of like some of the pigeon stuff and like of his other books and readings. And the people that he had on that stage were like Tony Hale, Thomas Lennon, these like comedy people that are like, dang, Mo
Heavy
Willems.
hitters. Oh, well,
how did you
look? If you're a celebrity and you have a kid,
and you have a kid, right? Mo Willems is like the biggest celebrity in your house.
And then he's like, hey, you want to like play the role of pigeon? Whoa! Like that would be amazing.
And you do it because you can bring your kid to that, and your kid watches it and is delighted, and finally thinks that you're cool.
And it's not like what is selling out to like a children's book author who got their start on PBS. I think you're doing okay.
They were doing it like readers theater style, where like they have like music stands, like and so it's like they probably didn't have didn't have a ton of rehearsal. They just like all come together, probably do like a one time through, do a tech rehearsal, and then just go goof off and have a good time entertaining kids.
That's what I like to do.
Good for you, Mo Willems. Good for you.
Good for you.
And I'm not jealous.
Just a little bit. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, we're going to make a Chihuahua now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type up a little message saying, "Hello, Shana is recording a balloon video for her YouTube channel. So she is not reading chat, but she's so happy you're here." Because that's not a lie. It would be very... the whole reason I do these live is because it is helpful for me to know that there are people on the other end of that camera machine. Very, very helpful. No, RC, I won't. You know what? The thing is, you got me. I was reading it. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to pin this, though. Pinned. Manually unpin. hide that. Oh! Chistano, thank you. Yes, I shall hydrate. That is a good thing to do before we get started here. Thanks for looking out for me. Chistano likes these like art streams where I just make the art.
And there's a link to the Mo Willems live for those that are curious about it. That is the full show, and it's actually him live at a SF Sketchfest, which is like one of the
Very cool.
big comedy events of the year
All right,
in
I'm
the
gonna
comedy
turn
world.
this monitor here.
And so again, a little jealous that Mo gets this.
Well, he only has a many year career.
And he's also like, you know, a millionaire many times over
Definitely
who gets to like
does,
swing his big money powers around.
I'm more jealous of his money powers.
Really?
No, I'm jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm glad that there's good art in the world, and I want to put out good art in the world too.
I'm very glad that he is being rewarded for the good art that he has created, and also
A little bit
a little
jealous.
jealous.
Well, babe,
A little jealous. I know.
You got to channel that jealousity into making
into our channel.
our own art. Yeah, exactly.
Gotta channel it into the channel. Because that's where you channel things into. It's like what channels are for.
That's what channels are for.
Channels
Everyone
are
knows
channel.
that. Okay, I'm about ready, so I'm going to get started. Start recording.
And I'm going to shut up here, everybody, so I'll see you on the other side.
All right, Mr. Sharp. I'm going to shut up. Okay. Whoa. Okay, your mic is off now. Now? All right. Here we go, friends. I'm about to... Are you being helpful right now? Okay. Maybe. It's a big maybe. All right. Chihuahuas. I'm going to start by making a pink cushion for my Chihuahua to sit upon. Oh, I didn't want it to be pink. I want it to be purple. The pink is going to be for the Frenchie. I didn't mean to. I messed up already. Oh my gosh. So for our Chihuahua, I'll start off with a little purple cushion for it to sit on. Stretch. Whoop. Do the other ones on the other camera angle. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Blow up our 360. I wonder if that's going to come out on camera very well. Let's try this. Yeah, go further back. There are two kinds of Chihuahua, applehead and deerhead. I'm going to make the apple-headed Chihuahua because I think it's pretty cute. Start with a 360. I'm using Sempertex blush right now. I'm going to make 2 pinch twists. A 3rd pinch twist. And a fourth pinch twist. All of them together. Beautiful. Let's see. Now, I don't need the rest of this, so we'll rip that off. That's extra. We need a little muzzle and ears. I'll blow up a skinny little 160 balloon. Stay. There we go. I should take out. There we go. Oh, I also need a white 160 scrap. I have one right here. Perfect. Perfect. We'll say I planned it that way. Do a small loop twist. Another small loop twist. Actually, sorry, I'm being annoying here. Where's my green Chihuahua that we made? Do you remember that one, Mr. Sharp? Oh, here he is. You're right, I don't need to. Me prepared? Doesn't sound like me. Okay. So we'll take this loop, make a bit of a loop there, twist that, perfect. I'm going to tie this off, and I'll save the rest of the balloon to make the ears. Stretch, tie this part off, perfect. So we're saving this loop for the muzzle, but these will be the ears. When I'm looking at this cluster of 4 360 pinch twists, I notice that one of them is a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is choose this smaller one to be the front center of my face. And then this will then be the back, and these will be the sides. So I'll take the muzzle loop and place that right underneath that shorter pinch twist. Now it's going to point down. Once we attach it to the body, it will be supported up. For the ears, I'm going to take the end and connect this. So it's coming out between the back pinch twist and one of the sides. And we'll make a loop that's about as large as, well, as a Chihuahua's ear might be if this were our scale. Chihuahuas do have pretty large ears. I'm going to make sure that the balloon is nice and soft so I can shape it. Twist a bubble there. Here we go. Make a small pinch twist. And then stretch out the rest of my 160 to make a loop about the same size as that first ear. Twist it off, into the head. Beautiful. Shape the ears just a bit, kind of reinforce a triangle look. Very nice. Now, let's see here. Now that we have our basic head structure, I'm going to start working on the body and attach that to the cushion. So a 260 in that same color. I'm going to, let's see here, go up here. Attach the 260 into the center of my cushion. Make 2 soft bubbles to be our hind legs. Back into that cushion. And this is going to be the height of our back. A little bit taller than those hind legs and less soft. I'm going to rip this part off because this part's extra. And tie it. We can also get rid of the rest of this 160. Woo! It hit the ceiling. And attach this into the bottom of the head. Okay, still not quite a Chihuahua, but I'm going to give my Chihuahua a white underbelly. So I'll use a white 160, nice skinny balloon. Let's try blowing it up on the other side. Just for changing it up's sake. This balloon has no end. I snipped off the end for the teeth of the crested. So I have to tie off the end so the air doesn't come out. But there we go. Basically a complete balloon. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to squeeze the air out of the top of it and push it back in to make it a little thicker at the top. I'm going to attach that underneath the muzzle. Now the way I have this positioned, I have the back, the 2 legs, and then the white is going to go in front of those 2 legs. So I'm going to smoosh those 2 legs down towards the center of the flower and really pull down this white 160, nice and short bubble, and get that in our cushion. And then this part's extra. Bye-bye. I do clean up afterwards, I promise. Or like Mr. Sharp cleans up afterwards. We'll edit that out. They don't know who Mr. Sharp is yet over there. Thank you. Okay. Coming together. The last thing I need are the front arms and the little tail coming out the end. Also eyes and a nose. Oh, like the... Uh-huh. Oh, I don't know if I can, because mine don't go inside. Mr. Sharp was just telling me about flooping of ears. You know when like a dog, when the dog's ear like flips out, like it bends backwards, so you see like the inside of the ear is like curved out. But I don't think there's a way for me to do that with a balloon dog, unfortunately, because I don't have, it's not like a flat surface. I could bend it backwards, but it wouldn't have the same appeal. We're going to take another one of these skinny little 160 balloons, make our arms. Let's try. This time I'm going to aim the pump right for you. On there. There we go. It's coming right for you. I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to do 2 tiny little paws. So 2 very small loop twists. And I'll take that extra nozzle and tuck that into the base. And then bring our 164 arm up and thread this through that little spot there between the underbelly and the back. Thread that there. I've got it on the other side. I'm just going to pull this 160 through that gap. Like so. Make sure we got a good amount so we can still see our chest bubble. Squeeze, stretch it. Bend that back down to those front legs, or the front feet rather. Twist there. And around that foot. Gorgeous. Last thing I'll do is take the leftover bit of the tail, make it as skinny as I possibly can. And just rip off this extra part because we don't need it. Tie that right around there. Gorgeous. I have a little bit extra. I'll just take my scissors and there's our basic body. Of course, we need facial features. Okay. Let's see. You will take off the handle parts so I can sit them on a stand. So you can sit there and watch me make the rest of your face. There. Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. Okay. I'll take a dark brown balloon for our eyes. This is black. Okay, well then I guess I'm going to use it for the nose. and say we did it on purpose. Just a little teeny beeny bubble, and then tie that into a knot. It makes a great dog nose. Rip that part off because we only need the nose. Okay. Now at the end of that nozzle, I will tie another double knot to give a little resistance for underneath the muzzle. We'll take our nose and push that up through the bottom of the muzzle. I can't do this while I'm holding the weight. Let's try that again. Here's our adorable dog nose. We'll just push that through the muzzle. Oh my gosh! So cute. I love it. Look at his little nose. Boop. Oh, okay. We need dark brown eyes. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I put my, is this going to be dark brown enough? This one feels pretty light brown, but actually I don't mind a lighter brown eye for the Chihuahua since it's such a light colored dog. So let me see if I can find a good not scrap of that shade of brown. Scrap bag, dive in. Dive in for scraps. Yes. It's a scrap, but it's a good one. For the eyes, we'll use this mocha brown. Only need a small bubble for this. The exact size isn't important. The fact that they both are the same size is the most important. I'm not measuring it perfectly. I'm gonna eyeball it. You see what I did there? See what I did there? Oh, somebody stop me. We don't need that part. Let's tie this together here. And gorgeous. The better to see you with, my dear. And we'll trim up this extra little bit. Wow, 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 wow. All right. We'll just take our eyes and remember these are pinch twists, so we can just tuck this on one side of the pinch twist and on the other. Nice and low positioning right by the muzzle for that adorable apple-headed look. You know, I think these eyes might be a little too big. Let's try that again. Let's take 2 on that. Because I don't want them to be too big. I want them to be. Why did I just shoot my scrap off into the ether? I don't even think this is it. No, that's a darker brown. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Well, here it is. This is not that long of a scrap. For the eyes, I'm going to use mocha brown. I have this little scrap. That'll be enough. Let's move you to the side here. Just a little dab will do us. How small do I want these eyes? Well, this is about the same size as the last one, so smaller than that is the answer. That might be about it. And tie that. Eyes are very important because Chihuahuas are known for their expressive nature. They have soulful eyes and expressive ears. Everybody loves a Chihuahua. Shrink that down. Want to make sure these are about the same size. Not measuring it, I'll just eyeball it. Okay. I can repeat jokes because of editing. Also, I always repeat jokes. Yeah. Look. I'm not about I'm not about quality jokes. I'm about quantity jokes. Perfect. All right. Now, let's see if we can give you the gift of vision. Because these are pinch twists, we'll just take this and tuck it right inside there. And position them nice and low down by the muzzle. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this cutie. Come on. Just gonna get them all adjusted. Make sure everything is perfect. Ready for your close-up. You are an extra scrap. You get snipped. There we go. It's weird when the eyes are not quite lined up. What? Renoa Poison! Hello! What fantastic timing! I just finished making this. A Chihuahua. It's an apple-headed Chihuahua. How the heck are you? Welcome, friends. Hi. How is it? How was your stream? I have to turn my monitor around so I can read chat now. Hi. Oh, do you think this is cute? You think my balloon dog is cute? Would you like to see my other balloon dog? Do you think he's cute too? Oh, thank you. Oh, Chris, you died. But you're here now, so that's good. These are my balloon dogs. You've seen balloon dogs. But have you really seen balloon dogs until you've seen a Chinese crested? Hello. Have they had Helen? Thank you. I love your username. Hello, Shari. How are you? Aw, thank you, Richie. Oh, you were with the Renoa as well. How fun. Renoa, how was your stream? What was up? Looks like a gremlin. Do you think that the Gremlins designers designed Stripe, like the bad gremlin, based on one of these guys? Like, do you think that was the case? I'm just thinking that I've also noticed a similarity. Balloon hot dog? That's just too difficult. I don't think I could do that, Kimma. Silent. I love you too. Hello, Joanne. Thank you. Marco, thank you. You guys are so sweet. What was let me shout out here. Oh, you did already? Thank you, mister. I didn't even see it. Richie wants me to drink some water. That's a good thing. Thank you, Richie, for taking care of me because I won't take care of myself. Hello, new friends. If you just came in with Renoa's raid, I'm going to drink some water. That's very engaging. Andrew Carden, hello, thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right. Let's write Renoa Poison on the raid lightsaber. We love Renoa. She was just, she's doing a cool thing. She's like a Robin Hood, out there defending folks, wasting the time of folks who would not just waste your time, but also try and steal from you. It's a weird world out there, and we're lucky to have people like Renoa on our side. Yes, we're gonna write Renoa Poison on the raid lightsaber. So sweet, Renoa waved me down at TwitchCon last year. I was just walking through the hall. She's like, balloons, sharp balloons. I'm like, wah! It was so nice. Renoa, in person, just as kind. I mean, she's kind of a big deal. And I feel like I'm kind of a little deal. And she, flagged me down and was like, hey, let's chat. It was so nice. Ah! Very, very, very cool person. You all who came in with Renoa, you've made an excellent decision. Stick with her. I've got Renoa written on the raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, well, that doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it doesn't really look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. What? Stab! So hi, if you're new here, my name is Shana Sharp, and I am a professional balloon artist. I've been doing this for over 18 years. I can make literally anything out of balloons. And usually I'm joined in the studio here by my husband, Mr. SharpBalloons, and we make balloons and try and make each other laugh and hang out with chat because we have a really nice community of very kind, funny, smart people who are creative and, just like to hang out with us. We are a mood boost. We try to be anyway. Zinthouse, hey, good to see you. So anyway, welcome. We're so happy to have you. Today, look at Batty Coda. Here's a slideshow of some balloons we've made in the past, if you remembered Fern Gully. We are today working on a project, Toxic Kenny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can I make a mirror? Big bad dog. I see what you're doing there. The answer is I can make anything ... or asterisk on the bottom of the page, so long as I can determine the scale and functionality is not guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? So I can make an object. It won't necessarily, I can make a bicycle. You won't be able to ride it. The pedals won't actually be able to make the wheel turn. So I can make a mirror, but it won't actually reflect anything. It might. I have a shiny silver balloon, but even the shiniest silver balloon is not reflective shiny. It's just, I'll show you my shiniest silver balloon if you'd like to see. It's actually a very gorgeous color, but I don't think it's as shiny as mirror finish. I have made a couple of somewhat functional balloons, like the functional Pez dispenser, the whack-a-mole game, but functional in quotes. This is a lovely shade of silver, but even so, like you can see a little bit of the reflection of my finger in it, I suppose. It depends on your definition of mirror. Balloon just farted itself to death. Oh, a 4-stroke internal combustion engine. That I could do. It wouldn't function, but it would look like it. That counts. Okay. All right. Sherry, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, no. We lost Green Bam. Ah, rats. Richie, I agree. I think there, for whatever reason, we have received in the past a lot of raids from scam baiters in particular, and I do think it is kind of like a detox stream. You just had to watch and listen to kind of like to just like a not great a person who's made some bad choices, and maybe it reminds you of those bad choices, and it feels gross, and you're like, there's some rotten people in the world, and thank goodness Renault was out there tipping the scales in our favor, but afterwards maybe you just want to not think about that and watch someone make a French Bulldog out of balloons. Does that sound like fun? Yeah! I am the Gert of balloons. It's a very specific thing. As someone once said, saying that I'm the best balloon artist on Twitch is like saying I'm the best restaurant in the hospital. Cool. Not a lot of competition for that title. But I am proud. I'm proud of it, and also very humble. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us on the raid. Again, we just finished up our Chihuahua, which I do love, and our Chinese crested was yesterday. Next up, I'm going to make a French Bulldog. So if you like Frenchies, stick around. We're going to make that. And if you don't and this isn't your thing, well, I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, friend. Big love to you, and may the scammers never get your number. There are Bid Bag Dog. There are a lot of good options. The suggestions, the way we work with suggestions, I have a Discord server. If you'd like to join, you can pop over there. Subscribers get to make suggestions and requests every month, and we spin the wheel of subscribers, and if it lands on your name, we will make your request. We have made some very fun things in that way. Most recently, we made a combination of Handsome Squidward and Zagreus from Hades, if you play that game. He's about a week old, but this is Handsome Zagreus. His hair's a little twisted there. There we go. What hair? Handsome Zagreus. If anyone here is a Hades fan, his head disconnected from his body. Don't worry about it. It's a balloon. Didn't hurt him. It's all good. You can't. Still Handsome's in Taos. Thank you. Wonderful. Many versions of Bluey. It's true. We've done Bluey. Although we could even do more. This is my Blue Healer, like the actual dog Blue Healer mock-up. This is not my final one, but we've done a lot of dogs. Okay. Balloon dogs are kind of like. What would you say? Like, is there another art form where there's like one thing that's like the iconic beginner thing? Does that make sense? Like if you're playing piano, maybe it's chopsticks. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone knows how to play. Dun 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 dun. You know, but it's like that. It's like that. Oh, Mr. Sharp has shared with us Muffin. Hang on, let me see if I can pull that up on the camera. Can I do it? Yeah. Let's see, Firefox. There we go. Yes. This is for those of you who are fans of Bluey, and I don't know who isn't. If you're not, you might not be a fan of this stream. Just throwing that out there. If you don't like Bluey, maybe this isn't the spot for you, and that's okay. But yes, we love making balloons. Yes, Mr. Sharp is muted. Yes, intentionally. He is in the background working on stuff, but he's telling me stuff. But he's got our muffin riding a pink flamingo, because why not? Ride him cowgirl. Yes, Richie. Water in them. Can you believe it? All right, I've got to get my stuff together for making a French Bulldog. So if you'd like to hang out and watch that, I am going to be building while not reading chat. So I'll go back to silent mode. You can talk amongst yourselves, discuss, and I'm just going to gather all my balloons. I have 2 different brands of balloons that have a shade of gray. I need to make sure I match my grays. I'm making a gray and white French Bulldog with blue eyes. Is my plan. Let's see here. And what about that? Is that the right color? Oh, is that a hydrate that was just redeemed? Oh my. Well, if I must. Let's see a little. Oh, Mr. Sharp linked to the grannies. That was another one. If we have Bluey fans, we'll do it. Sulfine, hi. I do this thing where it. Let's see if Firefox will show it. Yeah. This is, for whatever reason, I don't have it in my Discord. So this is a screen shot of my Instagram of the Bingo and Bluey grannies. I slipped on my beans. So good. I love that show. I am a mother. Mr. Sharp and I have a 6-year-old son. He's currently in kindergarten, which is why we stream during the day. We stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays starting around 10 a.m. Pacific, and we go until about 1 p.m. And we'll also be streaming on Thursday nights, usually starting at 8 p.m. Pacific. Although that one's kind of up in the air. You know, we do when we can. Oh, Richie, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I appreciate it. It's very, very nice to see. Okay. Which of these shades of gray? Because look, they're like, oh, there's gray balloons, but then this one's like a little greener, this one's darker, this one's a little lighter. Like they're all just a tiny bit different. And I want to make sure before I build that I have all the right shades. Let's see, where's yeah, this is the one. So this was my prototype. He doesn't look so great right now, but we'll fix him up. We'll fix him up good. Blue, periwinkle blue for the eye. That's what I used last time. Great. And a little black for the nose. I think this is a black. Let's just double check. Yes, it is. Wonderful. So if I use this, it's my gray 350, then which 160 matches it best is the question. Let's find that out. This one's good. It's probably the Qualitex. And this one will be darker. Oh, it's not actually that bad. A little bit off, but I don't think you can tell too much in person. Okay. What about the 260? Yeah. Okay, good. This is all going to work. None of it's not going to work. And then I wanted this one sitting on a pink cushion. So we'll take our fuchsia balloon and a white chest. That will be a 260 white. Is it interesting that I chatter to myself about the various sizes of balloon? Got it. Okay. So I really think I'll only need a 360. Let's see, let's look at this prototype. A 360, a 260. I think I only need one 160. The eyes, the cushion, and a scrap for the nose. Okay. Come, make a French Bulldog with me in 28 easy steps. Honestly, I don't know how many steps there are. Okay, I'm going to turn my chat monitor away from me because I am not good at not reading chat. It's like compulsive, you know. Let's double check our camera. Don't want this here yet. This a little closer. Pump. Let's see. Maybe move it a little more this way. Good enough. P.S. What we are doing right now is filming for our YouTube channel. I'm a balloon artist, so I am a kids entertainer. We do have family-friendly videos on YouTube. If you have a child, know a parent of a child, I would, be super duper grateful if you would let them know that there's this weird balloon lady on YouTube. The channel is called SharpBalloons, and maybe they'll like it. I've done a Dogman video, a Paddington video, a Stitch video, and now we're making different breeds of dogs. We'll just keep going until that algorithm says, oh, finally, this is what we want. Okay. And now, they actually really like the Dogman video. The Dogman video is doing well. All right. I'll do the cushion. Then I'll do the 360 for the head and body. Then we'll do the white 160. Should I do the... I'll do the muzzle... Trying to think of the order of things, our order of operations. As I recall, this muzzle pulls in pretty... Oh, and yeah. Okay, I've got enough for that. We'll do the muzzle after we do... I'll do the body, and then we'll do the muzzle, I think, because the muzzle won't have anything to attach to. It'll be a little strange to just make the face. Although maybe that's cute. Tell you what, we'll just jump into it. And if I change my mind, we'll change my mind. It's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. Right, ready? Starting our French Bulldog, I'm going to have this one sitting on a little fuchsia cushion. One more there. Gorgeous. I have to remember not to sing along to the music because the music is not being recorded. I can dance to the music because we will put music back behind it. All right. I love my little flower spin. Ooh, ah. Gorgeous. Putting this aside. And I will start with my 360 gray. Nice and soft. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 pinch twists. I'll start with 2, because it's easier to do 2 together. Roll this through the middle. Oh, I already feel a leak in there. That's not a good sign. We'll make a second pinch twist. These are kind of old 360s. There we go. Golden Loki! 16 months of supporting this weirdo balloon lady on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate you. Aww. All right. I hope you like French Bulldogs, because that's what we're making. Okay, so we've got 3 pinch twists here. I'm going to soften this body. And then I'm twisting off a bubble that I'm trying to make come at an angle, just to kind of reinforce that this is the back. 2 more pinch twists. Nice and small and soft ones. A little bit more air in there. There we go. Twist that. And split this in half. All right. I know it doesn't look like a dog yet. You just got to trust the process. In fact, what I'm going to do is get rid of the bottom part of this, because we don't need it, and take this stretchy part and put that into my flower base. Perfect. The beginnings of looks like a little muzzle right there. I love it. Okay. But as this does not yet look like a French Bulldog, we must keep making balloons to add to it. Let's make the muzzle. Gray balloon. Nice and soft. I'm also going to blow up a tiny bit of a black balloon for a nose. I only need just the teensiest, weensiest, beansiest little bubble. Roll that through, tie the bubble to itself. Look at what a great nose that makes. This part I don't need. Rip that part off. But I'm going to leave this tail here. That'll help me attach everything to the dog. Now, for the muzzle, I'm going to start by I tuck that pinch twist in between these two bubbles that makes a pretty good muzzle shape for a Frenchie. We'll take this small nose, push that through there. Wrap the tail around the front so it's really locked in. And this is our French Bulldog muzzle. Now is the part where I look around to try and find, there it is. Okay. So we've got our muzzle. We have to connect it to the face. So I'm going to rip off this bottom part of the balloon. We don't need that. That's extra. Take this leftover balloon at the bottom. I'm going to hold the muzzle in place against this front face. Kind of hold it in place with my thumb, pull back, and wrap this around our neck juncture. And then I'll take my nose and do the same thing, but into the middle of the face. Look at that. Oh, what a cute little face. I love it. It's fantastic. Okay, but we need to complete the body. I'm also going to give the Frenchie a white chest and underbelly, so a white 260. Here we go. Tie that. Beautiful. Give it a little bit of a distortion, a little bit of a curve there. Fantastic. I'm going to take this knot and put it underneath the head into those pinch twists. And again, pull that down. I don't want it to be the same height as that bubble because that will kind of have it looking straight up. But if I pull down, that forces the back to curve over, which is like the dog is kind of sitting, and it makes the head face forward. So twist off a bubble about the length I see there. Maybe a little longer. There we go. And then roll that into our flower bubbles. Nice. That was all the white we needed, so bye-bye extra. Whoa. All right, all right. We are getting there. Our head, our body, our haunches, but we need ears, eyes, front legs. Non-negotiable. So I'm going to rip off this handle part so I can put it on a base. Woo! There we go. Lovely. Okay, now you can sit here and watch. Make you a little higher on here. Let's see. Yeah, you can watch me work. Watch me work. Damn, 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 damn. Okay. Sit, stay. Good dog. All right. I bet, yeah. They have French Bulldogs are known for their very tall ears. So we're going to take our 160 in gray, very skinny balloon. Tie that off. So we'll take the 160 and attach it into between the side and the back pinch twist. Doesn't matter which side. There we go. And once again, squeeze it, stretch it. Make sure this is nice and soft so it can be pliable. We're going to make our French Bulldog ear. I love it. Okay, I want it to be a little less, a little more like butterfly wing. Let's see here. How's that? Yes, that looks like a French Bulldog ear. Tall enough, I think. Maybe a little taller. I know they have very tall ears. Okay, about there. And then what I'll do is I'll put a pinch twist here. This will be a separator bubble between my right and left ear. Place that right at the center and then stretch out 160, roll it around the pinch twists, back up to the top. We will reorganize everything, make sure it's all sitting properly and pretty when we're done, but in the meantime, squeeze, stretch. Another ear shape. And yeah, I like it. I just don't want the to come too close together. There we go. Okay. Yes, I'm going to cinch that there. Twist that into our pinch twist as well. I'm like rolling his face. No, it doesn't hurt him. Don't worry, I promise. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze the air out of a section of the 160. Bring it around to this side of the body, okay? So it just kind of nestles in there. Bring that around to the front. This is going to be our front leg. When you see about the length you need, twist it off. We're going to make 2 very small loop twists for our front feet. They're almost like pinch twists. They're so small. Roll that through our flower base. And the paws again. Just to make sure everything's connected nicely. Let's make sure everything's sitting nice. And squeeze, stretch. All the way back up to the neck. Maybe about there. And how we doing? Oh, pretty cute. Okay, now this, believe it or not, is going to be my tail, even though it's coming out of the neck. So what I'll do is squeeze, again, a little other section of no air in that skinny balloon. Pull that all the way down to our flower base. I'm going to try and tuck that into the inside of the body so we don't see it. Now it's coming out of the flower base behind our hip. And French Bulldogs have a little curl to their tail. So what I'm going to do is pop just the very, very, very tip of that balloon. You'd think it would be easier than this. Leak out a little bit of air till it's nice and soft. Tie that. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is grab that end, pull that back around to the base. If you don't have enough of the skinny balloon left over, you can always blow up another piece of scrap. But you should end up with just enough to make a little curled tail there. It's not the most important detail, but it's pretty cute. I'll do it right between these two pinched flower petals. There we go. Our little curled tail. Oh, Frenchie. Oh, I lost a flower petal. No wonder everything seems so loose in there. Let me, BRB. No one's gonna know, except for me and now you, because I did tell you. Tie this off. One more flower petal. K-pop fan mom just gifted a sub to X Snow Fox. Thank you and welcome, Snow Fox. My goodness. Sorry I'm not checked in with chat right now, but it's very nice to see that. Thank you. I'll be right with you. I'm almost done here. Glad you found us. I hope you like us. I kind of like tilting dogs' heads to the side. So I take the pinch twist in the back of the head. Normally it would be straight up and down. I kind of just kink it off to the side. That kind of helps to reinforce the head tilt of the dog, which I think gives it personality. But we do need eyes. That's an important step. So, and not that part. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Let's see here. Frenchie, you can sit. Sit right. You're leaning too much. You're listing a little hard there, puppy. Let's do this. Be on this side. Eyes might help the nose sit just right, because right now the nose is kind of pulling a little far back. Well, we'll see. Okay. I'm going to give this Frenchie some blue eyes. Just need a small bubble. I don't like this 260. I mean 160. Feels very thin. This is from a brand that has some quality control issues. Great colors, great availability. Would like to see some more consistency in the thickness of the latex, but the 260s are better. I'm going to give my Frenchie some blue eyes. Just little ones. Let's see. What's a good size for you? About that? That looks about right. Maybe. We'll tie this here. Nice. I'm going to give myself some space. Squeezing the air out towards the end of the balloon. Rip this part off. Don't need that part. And let the air out until I can make another eye. About the same size. This looks about right. Tie that. How we doing, eyes? That looks good. That looks good. All right. Yeah. All right, I've got one more detail for the eyes. So I've got my blue eyes, but I need a spacer bubble between the eyes. This both helps to keep the eyes in the right position, but it also gives like kind of that little wrinkle that they have in between the eyes, which is an important feature. Oops, moving my camera. Sorry about that. Better stay. Okay, good. A little more gray. What's that? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Thank you, babe. Mr. Sharp is heading out. I know you haven't been able to hear him, but he has been here, but he is saying bye-bye. Bye, Mr. Sharp. Tying a section of the inflated gray small balloon to the blue bubble. Let's see how long I need this section to be. So I don't need it to be too long of a bubble. I just want there to be maybe like an inch, maybe even like a little smaller than an inch. About there. I'll tie my other blue there, rip that off. Tie my gray to my blue. Nice. Now this looks a mess, but we can hide all of this behind the bubble. It's no worries. We do want some long scraps to kind of attach it to the head structure. Nudge my nose forward. Put my eyes there. It's going to be cute. Take our extra scrap. Wrap that around in my pinch twists. And this one as well. I lost it. There it is. What? He's so cute. Hi, Frenchie. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're a cutie, though. Look at it. Oh. I really like how this one came out. Lovely French Bulldog. Let's make sure all of our scraps are tucked away. No one can see anything. We've got everything. Ow! Yay! He's a good boy. Who's a good boy you are? Yes, you are. We did it. Good job, everybody. Let me bring my monitor back around. Adorable. Thank you, friends. Golden Loki, True Blue, Snow Fox, K-pop. I'm glad you like it. Aw, yay. Very adorable. Let's compare to our Chihuahua. See, they look different. Different breeds of dogs. I think that the they're not to scale. I'll say that, but they're still very adorable. And of course, not to be forgotten, our good friend, the Chinese crested, who also wants in on this cutest dog contest. Who do you think will win? I'm voting for the crested. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Bobby Pokey, oh my gosh, good to see you. Hi. Yes, the crested has, let's go with Freckles. Let's go with Freckles. I like that. Do, 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 do. All right, let me switch back over here. Mr. Sharp is not on mic. That's a lie, but you get the general idea. I love these. I think they came out so good. Aww, aww. And these ones are like drawing free. You know me, I like to draw, but I like the purity of an all balloon animal. Never mad at that. Oh, fun. I do love these. Okay, let's do our little Baloo Canuba dog show. Very Bex. Do, 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 do. Let's see there. We'll put another base here. Do, 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 do. Wow. Just gorgeous. A little bit up. Tilt you more to the side there, friend. Oh, Cresty. You are a joy. Such personality. Ta-da! Oh, now, come now. How can you not love these balloon dogs? It's impossible. It's impossible. You can't not love them. A 2-part episode on YouTube. Ooh, well, the winner. Ah, I do like that, Mark. But no. We are actually going to. I'm not exactly sure the end format. We're thinking maybe what we'll do is post each one as a super edited like short, each individual breed, and then maybe do like a video that's like 5 minutes of all the breeds. Maybe do one where we show how the Chinese crested degrades over time. Balloons do not tend to age. They age worse than Chinese cresteds, if you can believe that. So there. Yeah, how could you? Mark, it's impossible. It's impossible. From Vienna again. Greetings. How long are you going to be there, Miami Beach? Is it fun? Yay. Freckles is a great name for the crested. K-pop. I do like that. Okay, Freckles. I love it. We just finished up these 3 different balloon dogs, Chris. Miami Beach. Do enjoy their majestic beauty. The Chihuahua, the French Bulldog, and the Chinese crested. Doesn't get better than that. Miami Beach is also a balloon artist. Yes, that's not just a clever name. I've actually met Miami Beach balloon guy in person at a balloon art convention. Salzburg. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Oh my gosh. Well, enjoy your time. And I can't believe that you're like checking in with a balloon stream while you're on vacation in Europe. My goodness. But I am touched. Thank you so much. All right. Friends, I'm going to do a self-hydrate because I need to. $10 p.m. Go to sleep. You have a big day tomorrow, right? Yeah, I know. K-pop, I agree. Specifically for Halloween. Interesting thing about that is like I'd have to probably make the balloons in September for them to be like super shrivelly by the time Halloween came around. But I mean, this is you. If I know one thing about my community, they're happy to have Halloween any time of year. If we did like Halloween in July, y'all would be like, yes. Thank you, K-pop. I will. Should stop recording because I don't need this part. Click. Thank you for the water. I need it. Unpin this message. We don't need that one. All right, friends. That's about it for us. It is early release day at the LA Unified School District, so our son will be returning home from kindergarten very shortly. I need to not be a streamer and be a mother. I'm his mother. But I do want to raid you out to another lovely space, another calm, cozy art space. It looks like Mr. Sharp has called up Myberry Art. Ooh, this is a cozy art beans. What fun! Let's do it. Looks like they're doing some watercolor. I love watercolor. Another streamer you follow did all Halloween songs 5 days ago for April 31st. The half-year anniversary of Halloween. That's fun. I missed it. Rats. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He'd love both, but both wouldn't mix. For sure. Look, he's seen the videos. Like he doesn't watch the VODs of like Twitch, but he's seen our YouTube videos, and I think he likes them. He's still so young, right? He still doesn't have the idea. People are always like, "Oh, does he just like go crazy for the balloons?" I'm like, he's been around balloons his whole life. So it's hard for him to get like super excited about it. He still likes it when I show him a cool one that I made, but it's not like as mind-blowing for him as it is for, other people out in the world. So he's still in the like, don't all mommies make balloons stage of his life. I feel like it's almost like late high school, maybe even college is where it really started clicking in for me how unique everyone's upbringing is. Like, even if it's the most, you think while you're in it, you're like, this is the most milquetoast, standard, run-of-the-mill childhood. And then you meet 5, 6, 7, 28 other people, and they all have very different stories and understandings than you. And it's the fun part of growing up. I like that this is his baseline reality, though. I'm excited to see what kind of adult he chooses to become with this as a foundation. Wild, right? He's probably gonna like no, I think I'm gonna go into finance. That'd be amazing. Because he is my retirement plan at this point. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, Snow Fox for sure. There's gonna be an age when he'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna be back in Miami on Monday. Nice, Miami. I'll see you there." Or then, and Snow Fox, yeah, there's gonna be a stage where like balloons will be the most cringe thing possible. He'll be so embarrassed. So look, embarrassing your kids is like one of the best reasons to become a parent. It's like not a reason to be a parent, but it's definitely one of those like fringe benefits, Yes. It's very fun. Proximity bubble. Yeah. Whoopsies. It's fine. He's going to do great. I have a good feeling about that kid. All right, friends, we are going to raid out to Myberry Art, doing some watercolor. I'm making sure that I'm spelling this right. Maiberryart. Fantastic. Ooh, it's all caps. I didn't mean for it to be all caps. Let's try that again. Yes. I think I spelled that right. There we go. Okay, friends. Let's put these raid messages. If you do not mind, I know a lot of people were lurking on this stream because we're filming, so I get it. But if you are still, if you're still out there and you're still listening to my voice, do me a favor, please copy and paste one of these messages. Oh, Mr. Sharp. Oh, taiyaki? What? Mr. Sharp just brought me taiyaki. Yeah, babe. Best ever. You're welcome, True Blue. Thank you. Oh my gosh, so good. So good. All right. I love these. Oh my gosh. They're very hot. Oh, I want to take a little bite. No, I appreciate it. Do you like taiyaki? I love taiyaki. All right, everybody. Yeah, the little fish pastry doesn't taste like fish. It's like a, I don't know how to. It's like a very moist dough on the outside, on the inside, and the outside is very like a chewy, like a rice flour, obviously. All right, friends. It does look like chicken nuggets on the outside for sure. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, keeping me company while we filmed all of these amazing doggos. That was so much fun. Say hi to Myberry Art for us and copy and paste the raid message. Mwah! I love you. I'll see you